You guys love your sports out here. I've never seen more focus put on sports anywhere else in the world. Americans love their sports back to front. You analyze them, you worship them, you watch the game before the game, you watch the game after the game. You talk about what might happen in the game, you talk about what's happening in the game, and then you talk about what happened in the game and what could have and might have but didn't happen in the game. It's just the craziest thing I've seen in my life. It's all about statistics. Have you seen sports in America? Non-stop. Guys just come out there. There's no time for smiles or anything. Just come out. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It's the 2012 Miami Heat up against the OKC. This is the greatest final we've been waiting for in the NBA Finals. LeBron James leading his team out here, averaging 30 points, double-double every single game, 10 points per game just in assists alone. This man is just something else. 90% from the free throw line. He's just gone in. He's statistically gotten better. His team coming in with more. Chris Bosh coming in with more assists, really doing well in the last game. Just like, wow. Numbers, stats. You guys know everything, every stat. Well, I mean, he's got 4 out of 5, and I mean, if you look at that statistic alone, it looks like he should be getting forward. He should be, and then it's just crazy. You know everything, and then you switch over to like your business channels and your economy, and you're like, what's happening in the economy this year, Bob? Well, nobody knows. I mean, nobody knows. Yeah. We thought the housing market was coming up, but it wasn't. But hey, I mean, that's the economy. You never know, right? You never know. What about stocks? Well, I guess stocks, they're up and down. I don't really know. They're up and down. They could go anywhere. It's those are stocks. We don't know. But the sports, you need to flip that around. Forget the statistics in the economy. Just relax in your sports. Have fun. That's the sports I watch, is relax, like soccer. I'm a huge fan of soccer, Yeah. Oh, there's some fans here. I love soccer. It's chilled. You hear it in the commentators when a game is being played. There's no statistics at all. Game starts off, the whistle blows, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this majestic match. It's Spain playing against Germany. Oh, and what a wonderful day it is. Look at the crowd, really excited. Oh, and the atmosphere is amazing. Wonderful weather. And the guys are just like, oh, yeah, John, you can feel it. The players look great. It's wonderful. What do you think is going to happen today, Martin? Oh, nobody knows. I can't even remember the last time I saw a game this good. Americans will remember. Americans will go back to the finest statistic. The last time a black man scored using his left hand, jumping over a mixed race, half Indian, was in 1967 when they're like, what? This is madness. It's all about action in the sports as well, as much action as possible. That's all about action in America. You guys are so action-focused, you will take the ball away from the other team if they do not give you enough action. I've never seen that in my life. That's a horrible way to bring people up. You go to the other team, you go, hey, you guys, you take the ball, and you've got 24 seconds to get the ball in that net. 24 seconds! And if you don't do it, we're going to give the ball to the other team. You hear me? We're going to give the ball to the other team. Yeah, we know there's a lot of black guys. You try to get past them. That's up to you. Go! 24 seconds later, bah! You guys, you try. All about action, Because America's different. It's different from the rest of the world. And you don't really know how different America is, though, until you get here. That's the one thing I will say. You think you know. But then when you land in America, in your airports, that's when you know this place is different. Because American airports, unlike airports everywhere in the world, which have a certain level of joy and just all around happiness, American airports, they're like concentration camps. It's just, it's just people walking barefoot in single file. Oh, it's no joke. There's even signs that say, no jokes. You're like, really? That's just insane. You walk through those airports and you have to do things in American airports you don't do anywhere else in the world, Like you have to take your shoes off. Your shoes come off. And you don't know this as a foreigner, but they don't care. They're like, yo, take your shoes off. I'm like, my what? Your shoes, take them off. Like, why? For safety, sir. Like, I'm keeping them on for your safety, my friend. You don't do this anywhere. I remember flying into Dubai one year, and as we get into the airport, this woman, an American woman, started taking off her shoes and those guys. I mean, you must understand, when you're in the Middle East, as a woman, you're already a sin. And now to be taking your clothes off in public, these guys lost their mind. They were just like, Khalere, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yo, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking my clothes off. They're like, no, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking them off. Why are you taking your clothes off? She's like, so the machine works. She's like, no, this is a machine, not your husband. You don't need to get naked. Put your clothes on and walk through, you whore. You don't do it anywhere else. But then you come out here, you have to take off your shoes and you have to take your jacket off to walk through the metal detector. And they are mean about it. They will shout to you. They're like, you, take it off. And you don't know what to take off. You don't take it off anywhere else, so you don't know what to take off. So you're like, you, take it off. Take what off? Take it off, sir. Take what off? Take it off now. What? Your clothes. Take them. My clothes? And now you're standing there, this man shouting at you, telling you to take your clothes off. You feel like a child in a Catholic church. It's horrible. It's just, you're just standing there. I mean, I understand the need for security, but they don't need to shout at you. At least, if they tried to be nice, maybe if they chanted instead of shouting, instead of take it off, if they were like, take it off, you'd be like, yeah, woo, security, safe and sexy. They don't. This is a harrowing experience as you come in. And the worst is when you have to go through passport control. Oh, as Americans, you don't feel the pain. But as a foreigner, it's a whole different game. As Americans, you walk through to the U.S. citizens line. And they welcome you back. Like you on some secret mission. And you're just like, welcome home, sir. When you're a foreigner, you have to wait in a super long line, and then they tease you. The line goes right to the front, and then it comes back, and comes back, and you finally get there, and you have to wait for that, and they're standing there, and the guys are like, sir, come on, sir, step forward, step forward, sir, step forward, forward, back, behind the line, sir, back, get back, sir, get back. It's a stress. You're standing there, and now you have to answer questions. Horrible, like you don't understand. It's the stress, You're standing there and you don't want to get any of the questions wrong, because just like school, they'll send you back. So you stand there and you have to answer them into a microphone that's placed strategically low, almost so that you have to bow to the American as you answer every question of his. I ask you these questions you feel like you know the answers to, but when you're there, I just handed the man my passport, to which he replied, is this you? Never before have I felt so much pressure to look like myself. I was like, I was younger then. It's horrible. And then he starts rattling them off. It's your first time in the United States of America, sir? Yes. Your first time, sir, is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the duration of your visit out here? I'm going to be here for 6 months. 6 months, sir? Is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the purpose of your visit in the United States of America? I'm here for holiday. Holiday, sir? Yes. Which one? My one. Could you elaborate, sir? Holiday. Yeah, what do you mean holiday, sir? Like holiday, like woo, woo, woo. Yeah, holiday. Woo, yeah. Holiday. You mean vacation, sir? Battery. Yes, of course.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do
is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. I don't complain anymore. I genuinely don't. Because I've learned you complain everywhere in the world. Like when you travel, you realize how many people complain everywhere in the world. South Africa seems like we're crashing until you go to other places and they seem like they're crashing. I went to the UK. You think the UK is having a fantastic time. South Africa's like, oh, that's my dream. That's my dream. That's my dream if I can just go to the UK. Oh, the UK. Oh, wonderful place. Oh, I just need to go there. The motherland. Oh, just to touch the ground of my home. Oh, so it's not that great. People in the UK are suffering. They're having their own poverty. Old people are dying because they can't put in their heaters during the winter. This is what's happening in the UK, the Great Britain. People are suffering all over the world. In America, they're complaining. They're going, there's racism at the highest level, segregation, black people being shot by police. People are complaining everywhere. I go, we have our problems. At least I understand them. At least I understand. I don't complain, I'm not saying people shouldn't complain. People will complain. White people will always complain. We know this, No, and this is because white people are good at complaining. You have it in your blood. You see it from white people. Like when they're born, they have it. Like white babies don't cry the same. Other babies are crying like, White babies are like, why? White people have it in their blood. It's part of who white people are. And it's just the thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing, White people are so good at complaining. They've got different techniques of complaining. It's not just one style of complaining. Some of them will complain on Facebook. Some of them will complain on 702. My favorite type of complaining white people do is the silent complaint. That's my favorite. The silent breathing complaint. That's the best one ever. Yeah. Where they just breathe out really hard. I love that. You see them everywhere just doing it. The best is it almost multiplies by more than what it is when two of them see each other. That's it, like it becomes a powerful thing. I don't even understand what that is. Why do you breathe out your anger? That's all white people. That's why Cape Town is so windy. It's just so many white people at the same time. That's all it is. But I've learned people complain overseas. I understand, everyone complains. You know what I hate though? Is when someone complains about my country. I hate that more than anything in the world. Yeah. Because you know what? There may be problems, but it's my country. As my mom always said, this is my I'll solve it myself. That's how I work. Because I was in the UK and this guy, we had a conversation. Started nicely and then took a left turn. In the middle of the conversation, he goes, yeah, that's really interesting. But you know what your problem is, Trevor? You know what your problem is in South Africa, yeah? You know what your problem is? I said, no, but you'll tell me, won't you? So yeah, I'll tell you, Trevor. I'll tell you what your problem is. In South Africa, you've got too much crime. That's the problem. Too much bloody crime. Yeah, crime and vuvuzelas. That's your problem. That's the crazy, he didn't even pause when he said crime and in the same sentence. Crime. He didn't walk away. He didn't go like, crime, that's the problem. Oh, you know what? And no, he went crime and vuvuzelas. Like in equal measure, these are the plagues of our nation. Like every day we battle crime and like mothers are seeing their children leave the house going, Temba, be careful of the crime. Nama vuvuzela, yezwa? Look after yourself, boy. It made it sound like every day in South Africa, people are getting shot randomly in the streets. They're like, hey! Crime and really? And vuvuzelas? When the hell did the vuvuzela become the most hated instrument in the world? I don't understand how this happened. I don't understand how we allowed this to happen as South Africans. We just bowed down to the world. They're like, oh, the vuvuzela horrible. We're like, we're sorry. So no, I will not. I stand up for my vuvuzela. You know why? We don't have a vuvuzela problem. We never had a vuvuzela problem. Because before 2010, there was no vuvuzela problem. After 2010, we haven't had a vuvuzela problem since, yeah. During the World Cup, we didn't have a vuvuzela problem. We had a foreigners blowing vuvuzela problem. That's what we had. In South Africa, we should have a thing where you have to have a license to blow vuvuzela. You can't just come here not knowing vuvuzela etiquette, blowing it randomly. The English fans, the Spanish fans, middle of the day, there they are, 9 a.m. What are you doing? It's so much fun. It's wrong. What are you doing? It's fun. But it's my dad's funeral. Yeah, but still, it lightens the mood, doesn't it? We'll miss him. Like, what the hell are you doing? These guys blew vuvuzela. Then the world was like, oh, South African vuvuzela. No, South African vuvuzela in the wrong hands. That's what it is. That's what it is. Vuvuzelas don't make noise. People with vuvuzelas make noise. It's the wrong people. You know who should be blowing vuvuzelas? Qualified, skilled practitioners. Chiefs and pirate supporters. That's who should be blowing vuvuzelas. Because there's never a problem with them. You watch them at those games. You watch them. There's always one guy in a corner. One guy. A mysterious man. You don't know where he's from, nor where he's going. He almost just pitches up in the stadium by himself. And there he is with his vuvuzela. He's got those little mining hats that they've designed. You know, his uniform is like the Pirates logo, but it's painted on his stomach. He doesn't wear a shirt. And you know those stomachs that are hard, but it doesn't look fat. It looks like it's full of confidence. And those guys stand there and they blow their vuvuzelas in the corner by themselves. It is the sexiest thing you've ever seen. That vuvuzela will speak to you. That guy's just there in the corner. It is so sexy. You watch that guy standing there looking like a Zulu Kenny G. Just, oh. How are you going to hate on the vuvuzela? That's the best instrument. The vuvuzela is us. That's the sound of Africa. That's what I picture out on the Serengeti. On one of those like National Geographic shows. David Attenborough commentating. And as you look out, far into the distance of the African bushveld, you can vaguely make out the silhouette of the South African vuvuzela. The male vuvuzela is a stunning creature. And it is mating season now. He has roamed for kilometers searching for the perfect mate. He has found her. The two vuvuzelas slowly begin the mating ritual. The female is impressed. She assumes the position as the male slowly mounts her and they begin procreation. The male is finished. He slowly moves away from the female. She seeks out for his approval and affection. He just wants to sleep. How are you gonna hate on the vuvuzela? I love that. Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice. This is so amazing. So many of you here to see me, huh? I feel like Meghan Markle. This is dope. That was like the most amazing experience. I didn't know that the royal wedding was going to be this weekend. I didn't know it was going to be today. I planned my show long before them. I knew that I loved you before he knew. That's what I'm saying. I planned our big day long before they planned theirs. And then now everyone was like, oh, you're going to London. Are you going for the royal wedding? Are you here for the royal wedding? Are you here for the royal wedding? It's quite an event, I have to say. Like everyone is watching everything about you. All the stories people would talk about, because you're watching it all over the world. They're like, yes, Meghan Markle. Yes, she isn't the typical royal. Yes.
She's not the typical royal. What we mean is, yes, typical royal. She comes from an unconventional family. Yes, very different family. And I was like, yeah, man, she does. She comes from an unconventional family. Just like Harry, same thing. Come on. It's true, same thing. And they look good together. It was beautiful. Everyone was stressed out about it. Meghan Markle's family was in the tabloids, the Daily Mail, trying to destroy their lives. Man, when the Daily Mail comes after you, they do not mess around. They will find that one uncle in your family who's an alcoholic and shits his pants. Meet Trevor's Uncle Bobby. I didn't even know I had an Uncle Bobby. Well, now you do, and he shits his pants. And they'll always find a way to try and link it to you like it's your fault. They'll be like, Meghan Markle's uncle's son, Donnie, didn't pay his bills. She doesn't even know him. Doesn't matter. It shows that her family is unconventional. I'm not gonna lie, I was glad that it was the white side of Meghan families that was, I'm not gonna lie. We could not handle that as black people. That is the last thing we needed. Can you imagine if that was the black side of the family? Really? If Meghan's dad was on TV and he was like, oh no, I'm not coming to their wedding, no. Here we see Meghan's father posing for photo. You caught me again. Oh no, you have caught me. Black people would have never, because that's the hard thing about being a minority, whether you're black, whether you're whether you're Arabic, whatever it is. Like if you're a minority, if you have a certain skin tone, you know that every action you commit, like taints your whole, your family, it taints your everything. White people are individuals. That's white people. That's like the best thing in the world. And that's what white privilege means to me. You're an individual. Let's look at Dave. He is excellent. He's a mass murderer. As Trevor, if I killed half of you tonight, they'd be like, those mixed breeds. I take everyone down with me. So much stress. So I was glad. Like her mom was there, she was all, fly, looking beautiful as well. The wedding went off without a hitch. And my favorite thing was how the British media talked about how black the event was. And I understand it. Here's the thing. This is like one of those things where I understand, like they want to talk about it because you're not used to having like a black wedding, right? But so like everyone today, I had like CNN contacted me and they're like, Trevor, would you mind speaking about the wedding and really all the black performers? There was a black cellist and there was a black choir and a black pastor. How do you feel? Black? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. How do you respond to that question? How do you feel about, I don't know how I feel, it's a wedding. I don't know, what do you want me to say? That's a normal wedding. I wasn't watching that wedding being like, whoa, there's black. So much blackness, another one. It's a wedding, what do you want me to say? It's people. And also I feel like people go too far. That's where you realize that there's not enough like diversity in your world, is if you think that made it a black wedding. Let me tell you something, a black cellist has canceled itself out. If you have a black person playing the cello, it's safe to say that you've canceled out the blackness of that event. That's the safest way to introduce blackness into your family. Daddy, I'm dating a black man. What? He plays the cello. All right, bring him in. Even white people think a cello is white. When you walk in with a cello, white people also like, well, what the hell is that, man? It's like, it's a black wedding. It wasn't a black wedding, it was just a wedding. It was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. If it was a real black wedding, it wouldn't have ended. That's a real black wedding. It would never end. If it was a real black wedding, Prince's Nigerian uncle, he would have found like Harry's Nigerian uncle, he would have been in the carriage with them. I'm not paying for this carriage, I'm not riding in it, huh? You want to ride alone, Harry? You want to drive alone? Let me tell you something, huh? Let me tell you something. We are all getting in this carriage, eh? Every single one of us. And if we all get in the carriage, there's space for everybody. Don't be like that, Harry, huh? This is your family's day. This is not just your day, huh? When you were a little boy, who was there for you? Huh? Who was there? That I was here, eh? I was there. Uncle Adebayo was there for you, Harry. Don't be like that, huh? Don't be like that. Huh? Where do you think you got your ball spot from, huh? Where do you think you got that from? That's a black wedding. This was just a wedding that included black people. That's all it was. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see all the celebrities showing up, all the famous people. They sang God Sing the... I never noticed that when they sing God Save the Queen doesn't sing. Which I understand. I mean, I feel like that would be a little bit weird. Like, she knows. Like, which is... Like, that's what I like about the Queen. I'm not gonna front. Like, she has a gangster vibe about her. Like, she's gotten to that point where she's like, yeah, I'm the Queen, I'm over it, let's keep it moving. She doesn't act like someone who's the Queen anymore. She's just like, I'm over it, I'm the Queen. And so everyone's standing like, and she's like, yeah, I know, save me, I know. I'm not gonna sing it for myself. Call me like, save me, oh, save me. She's like, I don't need you assholes to save me. I drive myself. It was such a beautiful day, every single piece of it. It was wonderful seeing the people in the streets. Everyone had a smile on their face. You know, everyone was happy because, like, Harry's popular. He's popular in Southern Africa. He's popular in the UK. He's got that cool vibe about him. You know, Meghan Markle as well. He inspired people. The only weird thing in the wedding for me was they had a black pastor, right, African pastor, and this was like, it was weird in a good way. He started giving a sermon, and he started talking about Martin Luther King, and then he started talking about slavery. And I could see in that moment, there were people in the audience who were like, God save the Queen, God save the Queen. Somebody stop this man, God save the Queen. I met Julius, you know, in real life for the first time this year. Yeah, which was strange for me because I don't normally meet these people I speak about. No, which I prefer, don't get me wrong. Like if I was in Pick and Pay and then I saw Zuma, I'd be like, oh, no, we don't need toilet paper, let's go. But I met Julius Malema. I'll never forget the day. I was in Rosebank having dinner with some friends of mine, and these friends had come to visit me from Germany. And so I'm showing them around town, and right now we're having dinner. All of a sudden there's commotion in the restaurant. There's people whispering, people looking around, there's something happening. And I turn, I look at the door, and the one and only Julius Malema is standing there, in the flesh. I'm like, oh wow, that's Julius Malema. And just as I'm about to go back to eating, he turns, looks straight at my table, and starts walking to me. But now I'm like, he's not coming to me. I mean, he's probably going to, I don't know, he can go anywhere. Why would he be coming to me? It's not like he has a reason. Okay, maybe he's got a reason, but I mean, whatever, just ignore him. Just ignore him, Trevor. That's what I'm thinking. Ignore him. Ignore him. Just calm down. He can smell fear. Just ignore him. Ignore him, Trevor. Ignore him. So I'm just trying to do the thing. I'm trying to ignore him, but I can't because the waiters won't let me. The waiters are there like, Trevor. The waiters behind him were even worse. They were like... Now I'm panicking. What if the guy's coming to me? But I'm like, no, he's not coming to me. But you know what? He was coming straight to me. Julius Malema to my table. He stops at my chair, looks me straight in the eye and goes, funny guy. Now I didn't know if he was announcing himself or referring to me. Hey, Juju. So this is you, eh? I said, yeah, this is me. And this is you, I guess. Said, yeah, this is me. So now? I was like, oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, does he want to talk? Does he want to argue? Maybe he wants to fight. He's gonna try to punch me or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't. All I know is the colored side of me is holding the knife tight. I'm ready, eh?
One mistake, and I'm there. Yeah. And it was a butter knife, but I didn't care. Just needed to flinch and be, yes, Annie, yes, Annie, yes, Annie, yes, Annie. Butter you to death. Die of cholesterol. But you know what? I didn't need the knife. Because Julius Malema is actually one of the most chilled out guys you'll meet in person. Smarter than people think he is as well. We get to chatting. Julius looks at me, he's like, so funny guy, what's new, eh? So, well, you've got a new political party, yeah? What's happening there? He says, yeah, we are taking Zuma down. So, oh, that's what you said last time, man. Says, this time we are winning. Yeah, and you, when it's your next show? So, no, I've got one coming up in a few months. Says, yeah, you must put me in, eh? So, I probably will. Yeah. It's like, yeah. 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 We're not friends. Conversations run out. Now we're just looking at each other. And then I remembered there was something I'd always wanted to know. I had noticed on Twitter there was a Julius Malema account with hundreds of thousands of followers. And every day it would post things, motivational quotes, jokes, things that made sense. I was like, this is not Julius. It can't be him. This is too light-hearted. This is not Julius Malema. But now he was here next to me, so I could ask him, and I did. I said, hey, Julius, do you know about Twitter? He said, yes, I know it. So there's an account there with your name. Is that you? I said, yes, that's me. @Julius_S_Malema. You must follow me. I was like, oh no, that's cool, man. But wow, I was shocked. You know, not that he was on Twitter. I just never thought I'd hear Julius say the word underscore. No, because it's such an obscure key on a keyboard. You know, I don't know why. I never thought he was. I bet he knows all the keys. I'm sure he sits there every day by himself, like keyboard quiz, go, F1, F5, F7, enter, space, delete, zoomer, PVNM, control the minds, QWERT, /escape from SARS, VPNM, :, dash, down dash, dash, small dash, dash, dash on the ground, dash, dash that have been oppressed by the other keys on the keyboard. Why don't they allow this dash to come up where it belongs? This dash to... I did not picture him saying underscore. But he did. Surprised me. And we chatted for a few minutes like friends. And as Julius is walking away, I looked over at him and I said, hey, Julius, do me one favor, man. I said, name it. I said, please stop scaring white people. I said, what do you mean? I said, dude, you scare white people. You say crazy things like you're going to take the land and the mines, and to stop saying that stuff, you scare white people. He's like, they're not scared of me. I said, they are, Julius. And so then he looks at my friends from Germany and he's like, are you scared? But luckily the Germans weren't scared. They were like, nein, we're not scared. We're not scared at all. Not scared. It was like, you see, they are not scared of me. I was like, yeah, but Julius, these white people are not from South Africa. He's like, yeah, which ones are? That was funny. I was like, touche. He says, oh, I don't have any. Nice meeting you, eh? He's a fun guy, Julius. But I still